Q&A! Q&A on a Sunday! This is biblical! Is Venti going to play a bigger role in the story with the second story quest or a Mondstadt revisit? And is Uncle Ruckus going to make an appearance in Khaenri'ah? Venti, I think, is probably, we can all agree, one of the most important characters in the game. I think this is how I view it. I think there's a reason, when the Traveler learns that the gods destroyed Khaenri'ah, as Dainsleif put it, and the Traveler goes, I really gotta ask Zhongli and Venti about this. Keep in mind, the Traveler only asked Zhongli about this, and never Venti. Now, the reason is because I'd imagine from a, writing team standpoint, they could just shoehorn in, oh yeah, Zhongli has a contract, but they could never come up with a valid reason as to why Venti couldn't sit here and, confront the accusation that he destroyed Khaenri'ah, so we never asked him. Damn cowards. Is Uncle Ruckus going to make an appearance in Khaenri'ah? Please cover Wuthering Waves. And here, as we can see, we have some waves that are wuthering. By the way, if you see this and you're in the ocean, you're probably gonna die, alright?
What games do you play / like outside of gacha? I'm gonna be honest, I don't play games like I used to. Not since I
went to college in, 2019? So with that said, it's not like I don't play anything. I mean, the only game I do play is League. I played a bit of Overwatch, Peak Diamonds. It's gotta be worth something, right, folks? I don't know. I mean, I grew up playing, football, basketball, so I was always a pretty competitive kid. But obviously I wasn't good enough to go anywhere, but that doesn't mean the spirit died, and so I just sort of shifted it over to, the ranked side of games. What games have you played during your childhood? Mostly COD. Mostly COD. In your opinion, when will Dainsleif be released? Do you like pineapple on pizza, and do you have pets? That was a multi-part question. I think Dainsleif comes out when Khaenri'ah comes out. No, I don't like pineapple on pizza, and yes, I have a parrot. Do you think there resides two entities in Venti? Like how one canon Venti from Hoyo Fair got awakened when they said something? And also Venti saying he was asleep during the cataclysm. I think there are two entities inside the body of Venti. Hey man, as silly and as nonsensical as your comment sounds, at the end of the day, you gotta listen to your hearts. If this is truly what you believe and want to believe in, no one's right to stop you from believing in it. So yes, within Venti, you believe there's two entities within him. Where were you on 9/11? Israel. When more streams? You guys really like the streams, huh? I don't know. I don't find streaming as intellectually satisfying as making a video, but I don't know. They'll be here, they'll be there, they'll be everywhere. You fuck with Hatsune Miku. Yeah, that's my nigga, bro. With all the new information Notlun has provided, what is your most up-to-date theory on who or what Paimon is? Notlun, I don't think has changed my opinion on Paimon, which is she is some sort of celestial entity. Notlun was more abyss-focused, didn't really give us much information on Celestia. I mean, look, I still think Paimon's from Celestia. Dawit, in your opinion, who is the best NPC in every region and also the worst in every region? In Genshin, of course. Nigga, what? I can't even name an NPC. The guy who stalks Barbara is my answer for all of them. Also, tell us more about your goat executing days. Would love to hear about that as well. Ah, my past bathed in blood has piqued your interest, huh? Well, I could sit here and write a story about my animal murdering past, or I could simply refer you to this video called Only Deaf People Can Watch This Video, which, just for you, I'll unlist and link. But, a quick warning, I made this video like 3 years ago when I was living by myself in LA, so, make of that what you will. Besides the Archons, is there a second or third character story quest you want? Nervalette. Hypothetically, what if you stopped using AI art? Hypothetically, I assume this is in reference to the image I used, which is that of a church, Church of Celestia. Look, I'm not a fucking art aficionado. I don't know what the fuck's AI, what isn't. What do you think the ultimate fate of the universe will be? Big chill, big rip, or big crunch? I've always leaned towards heat death, but I've always wondered if the universe can ever get so big that the accelerating expansion of the universe slows down and eventually reaches an equilibrium between gravity and dark energy. I suppose the biggest problem with this, however, is that, the further objects get pulled apart, the weaker gravity gets, but You know, you can't fault me for thinking. And by that same token, what do you think is at the edge of the universe? Me personally, I am a proud proponent of the eternal inflationary model of the universe, which states cosmic inflation never stopped occurring but just continued somewhere else, giving rise to other pocket universes. So in this instance, all that exists between these pocket universes, or in your terms, outside the universe, would be infinitely expanding space that just fuels inflation. So in your opinion, how much of Khaenri'ah has been fully destroyed? P.S. Greetings from Poland. Ah, Poland, huh? Well, you guys had a rough 1939, huh? Not all of it. We know Kaya came from there, and he learned when he was there, and we also know that Dainsleif says after his journey, you know, fighting the Abyss Order, he's gonna return to his home, which is presumably Khaenri'ah. So I'd imagine, you know, there are some people there enough, you know, and it's not destroyed enough to the point where it's unlivable. Will you play Overwatch with subscribers one day? Please. Are you just asking me to play? I can play Overwatch with you. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't know, maybe that could be fun. Streaming other games? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Any game recommendations? Again, if it came out after 2019, I probably haven't played it. A beef or chicken? This is actually a tough question, but I'm gonna go chicken. I answered it easily, but that's a hard question. What's the connection between Klee, Tribby, and 9/11? World Trade Center 7. Are you a sativa, indica, or hybrid person? Sativa. No, I actually don't smoke. I was never really a big smoker, but, you know, 3 years ago I sort of just stopped because, oh my god, I had this one, the edibles incident is what we'll call it. I took 200 milligrams of THC, got sent right to the fucking shadow realm, folks. Oh my god. When are you gonna make another one of those 1950 propaganda type videos? I really like the last one. I usually do videos like that on the holidays, just because I like to jazz up the holidays. Although it's interesting you like that, but most of the people said they had no idea what I was saying. Do you see Hoyo adding a new element to Genshin? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're still lacking the light element from the Traveler, imaginary elements from the Primordial one, the power from Beyond, Khaenri'ah, and maybe even the Abyssal power. Probably not, but, you know, maybe. When? I couldn't tell you. Maybe, I'm sure we'll get the power from Beyond when Khaenri'ah becomes a playable region. That's, you know, that's without a doubt. Have you ever played Omori? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is. Hey, but again, maybe we could stream it. You know, that'd be one way to revitalize streams. Can we request another shirtless video about cucumbers? Is in reference to the oldest available video on this channel. Fun facts about cucumbers. I don't know, maybe I can make another video public from that. Again, this channel's been around since 2000 and what, 15, 16? You know, there's a lot of videos, a lot of them are private, you know, for good reason.
I am black, I'm great, I'm gonna do good things. Oh my god, and I'm gonna be great. Oh my god, I'm good. Okay, what's next?
What is your favorite candy? I don't really eat candy nowadays. I usually just eat fruit. But Skittles. Skittles were oh, fuck me. Some shit's hit like crack, man. Do you play Fortnite? I do not. I played during, like, Season 2, and then, you know, the game sort of just blew up, and I was like, whoa, everyone's building fucking duplexes when you shoot at them once. What if the Primordial one, a progenitor god hailing from beyond the stars, and that crackhead bastard Dragon King Nibelung just kissed and made up Mario and Sonic style? Would you support them, or be in law that keeps sending them divorce? Are you asking if I support gay marriage? I do. What's your genuine opinion or thoughts on Isterol?
I think niggas like her should die!
If you were inside of Asmodee and Fanes was inside you, would you thrust backwards or forwards? Forwards, I guess? Hello, dear Lore Iga. Could you perchance enlighten us about the evolution into that as His Highness Waxel Ubacan would want us to know? Well, I suppose we'll find out in like 3 weeks, huh? He loves that dragon evolution, don't he? Elon Dick is in front of your mouth and Shaq Dick is in your ass. Are you moving forward or backwards? Please answer. This is a tricky one for sure, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like if I say forward, Elon's a little cretin, ain't he? But if I move backwards, just like, you know, the big thunder rod behind me, you know, I move backwards just like, you know, so, probably backwards, though. Do you live in the ghetto? No! No! Which area of Britain are you from? Which local pub would you recommend the most? I am not fucking British! As a matter of fact, some will even seem a bit racist to the British. What are your walls made of? Since you're able to scream so much, I'm curious. I really don't think I scream. You know, maybe sometimes we rise to a level like 4 speaking voice, but for the most part, I give it at a level. Since they tell us that in-game Teyvat is downsized, how big do you think it really is? I don't know if downsized is the right word here. It's a microcosm, you know, it's separated from the rest of the world. How big? It's like not even close to possible to say right now. Why is the Tsaritsa recruiting a bunch of cronies to be on her side? Would someone who actually wants to save Teyvat have someone who experiments on children on their team? Or a maniac who longs for battle after having his sanity slipped away by the abyss? What on earth is she doing? Not D-Luke. That's the question. Will you Eve me collab with Blue's Clues? What the fuck does that mean? Well, what's your humble opinion on cucumbers? You know, they're really watery. Answer me this, Mr. DW. How are you? I'm doing fantastic, Twink Romeo. How are you? Can you please upload the Blue's Clues clip? Oh, is that what you were asking before? What you mean upload? You like, yeah, sure, fuck it. DM me on Twitter. Do you think the primordial one, the progenitor god hailing from beyond the stars, plays a role in the theory of the Big Bang? Sure. Does your hate for dragons extend beyond Genshin? No, and this clip perfectly explains why I hate Genshin dragons in specific. In Chinese mythology,
there's the yellow dragon Fu Zhanlong, the dragon of hidden treasures. In Aztec culture, there's Quetzalcoatl, the dragon god of life. In Hindu mythology, we catch sight of Vritra, the dragon aspect of drought. In the Hebrew Bible, there's chaos itself taking the form of the Leviathan. And in Norse mythology, there's the embracer Fafnir. Each dragon leaves an unending mark on their respective cultures that echoes through the epochs. And then there's Teyvat's dragons. Let's play a game. Let's throw out some words every time we see one that pop into our mind. Crackheads, crybabies, war on drugs, weak, baby back bitches.
Who do you think will be the one going for the Gnosis, and will they succeed? And who do you think the next weekly boss of Notlon will be? Well, I suppose it stands to reason that's the next weekly boss is going to be whoever the Harbinger that takes the Gnosis is, and who's that going to be? I'm all in on Columbina, baby! A favorite weird food combo. You know, when I was a kid, I used to eat pizza with ketchup. Boy, that was nasty. Do you think Notlon was a dip in quality in terms of storytelling and writing compared to the other regions? Yeah, I do. Big step back, if I'm being completely honest. Does it bend like Beckham? What is this, a soccer reference? Sure. What is your opinion on Kaya and his lizard ass? Boy, you really like the lizards are Khaenri'ah's theory, huh? Don't you, Breast Logic? If you were in Honkai Star Rail, what would your path and element be from a gameplay perspective? What would your element and role be in Zenless Zone 0 and Genshin as well? Love the vids. I appreciate it, brother. In Star Rail, I'd be imaginary, because boning. I'm a fuck with my nigga Enigmata. I love lying. Genshin, Pyro seems pretty cool. Zenless Zone 0, if I was in that world, I'd have fucking shot myself. If you could design a character for Genshin, what would they be? Faction, power, weapon, all that? Boy, that's a lot of work. I hope this satisfies the answer, but I really would have liked a male Shade who's just unwavering in their support for the Heavenly Principles. You know, they act as the sword for Celestia and alone killed 3 dragon sovereigns, you know, and as soon as Nervalette sees her face for the first time, it just goes... Sadly, all the Shades seem female, and, you know, half of them aren't even committed to the fucking cause anymore, but I would have loved it if there was that one ruthless dude who just struck fear into the hearts of these fucking bishops, but alas, you know, it's a gotcha. What do you think will happen after the Teyvat storyline is complete? If there's a Genshin 2, what do you think the story will be? I think it'd be very interesting if Genshin 1 is right up until we, you know, sort of the precursor to the war with Celestia, and all of Genshin 2 is the war with Celestia. I think that could be very, very interesting. And if you could kill a Genshin character in the story, who and how, Xiao should be dead. I mean, let's just be honest. Other than that, I'd fucking kill Nervalex. But with that said, I'm gonna call it here. I think I got to every question. Yeah, good job. Good job by me. If I missed yours, you can, sleep soundly knowing I view myself as a monster and no doubt wish for death every day.